set for football here at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Again, it's 4. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
To throw is Flacco. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's a Browns first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now, faking the give. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one's good for 29.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how
far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. It's a great example why.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here. It's 4. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal. Now Flacco. This pass caught by Judy. And he'll take it on in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown Cleveland. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. You wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff, already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On second down, Goff. He takes off. So after one, it's the Browns with the advantage. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Goff to throw on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A second down throw for Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up A
Brings
third
up
down.
Third down and 1.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. Get some points.
Detroit Lions, first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Laporta in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop up. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here to talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. He's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out. Can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That is fielded at the 13. Ho-ho! And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To Slaw, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Throwing on second down, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Laporta in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Second and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Goff. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll lead to a second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
To the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will up it to a 2-point lead.
Brown 7.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
35, it's 1st and 10. Flacco. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Shelby Harris to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. Whoa! Whoa! He's inside the 40, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, 41 yards.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Goff going to hold on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. Right side and brought in by Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Starts with a carry by 4. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Kylie Williams, first rounder out of Ohio State, there on the tackle.
Second and
8. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Flacco. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
First down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. Second.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Flacco to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
4. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Cedric Tillman, touchdown Browns.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Run with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On play action. Goff. Down the field. He's got St. Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To Slaw, the man in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now, 2nd and 4. Here's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Gibbs. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see Saul. Randall slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about
Here we go. First and goal. Williams in motion. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. With coverage where you need it most. It'll be second and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Isn't it just so nice when you have a guy like this, when you're deep in the red zone and you need to finish with 6? Not only does the defense have to account for him on the ground in a more traditional fashion, but when you have this many ways to get him involved in the passing game, it is just so hard to stop.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Flacco. His throw left is complete with Judy. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And a yard at the 32-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. To throw is Flacco. He's got his man Carter. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
First down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.